Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over a 2022 Ford Bronco Black Diamond with the Sasquatch Package. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Schmiller Ford Lincoln here in Provo for giving me some time with the Bronco. Check out the inventory in the description down below. Let's get into it. So under the hood we have a turbocharged 2.7 liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 17 around town and then 17 on the highway, with power outputs being 330 horsepower and then 415 pound-feet of torque. Now let's go over the front end of this Black Diamond. So first off, this one's finished in Area 51, which is definitely a cool color. You've got the trail markers here at the front, full LED lights with the reflector lights, and then you guys can see the orange lights off to the side. And we've got the white Bronco logo here in the center. And then you guys can see here for the bumper down below, nothing too crazy. Sturdy though. You guys can see the fog lights integrated into the bumper, and then we've got the tow hooks here on the front end. And then you guys can see kind of underneath, and also here from a front end perspective, you can kind of see the shocks a little bit. Good old Bill Steins. And yeah, there's the front end. Coming around the side here, we've got 17-inch wheels, and wrapped around those we have 35s in the front and the rear. These wheels are beadlock capable, and you guys can see the blacked out trim there in the center. I think that looks fantastic. And then here's a quick look at the front suspension. We've got the larger fender flares. It's got our Black Diamond Sasquatch logo here. I love how you got the little Sasquatch right there. We have the mirrors that are attached to the front right here, and you guys can see the door handle matches the fender flares, all that fun stuff. Brain fart right there. But anyways, here's your full side view. And I guess for a quick treat, since I brought my Jeep today, you guys can see the Bronco and then the Wrangler 392 with the Extreme Recon, so you guys can kind of see the height comparison with both of them. Both of them are pretty crazy tall, all that fun stuff. And then popping here to the rear, you guys can see the Bill Stein position sensitive shocks here from a rear perspective, and that's one of the benefits of the Sasquatch, is you do get those shocks that come with it. So here's our key fob. We have our unlock, lock, and then remote start. Got the Bronco logo there on the back, and well, we got this. Makes it lighter, but definitely takes a second to open up. And then this one does have the soft top. You guys can see here in the rear with the storage space. That whole setup definitely practical from a storage space perspective, and you can pull up the window with the soft top. It is a little bit of a process, so just understand that. Now finishing everything up here with the rear, you guys can see all the windows there and the soft top at the top. We've got the spare 35 here on the back, again with another beadlock capable wheel, camera there in the center, recovery hook just down below, and then we do have the base taillights here on the Black Diamond, and sturdy, definitely nice. But yeah, there you go. Now let's pop to the interior here with the Black Diamond. Sorry about the lighting, kind of low light, but anyways, you guys can see the trim here, and then down below with the padding, and then I love the door handle on the Broncos. And then here are the seats. So this is a combination of like the gray, and you guys can see darker coloration there in the center. Definitely have a nice feel to them. And then you guys can see here in the, well, can't really see here in the center. We got a bunch of charging ports though. just trust me on that. But also the Bronco has a stadium seating, which is pretty cool. So like the back seats are higher than the front, so that you can actually see out the windshield. So like if you take people with you off-road in the back, it's kind of a nice thing. Now here's the door panel at the front. You guys can see again the trim up here, and then the padding just down below. We've got our little door handle again. Mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. And then here are the front seats, which have the Bronco logo there just down below. And then you guys can see again material use all down there. And then the seats are manually adjustable. There's the pedal layout. Got the parking brake light control right there. Notice got the blue here on the side with the grab handle. And there's one to look for you pop in. So here is the steering wheel with the Bronco, which is the same for pretty much every single Bronco. You guys can see the leather trim all around, and then stitching here on the center. Got all of our controls here, voice command controls, controls for the center stack, cruise control there on the other side. We have our turn signal, windshield wiper stock, and yeah, there's the steering wheel. Now here's the gauge cluster that comes with every single Bronco, so you guys can see the speed off to the side, and then here in the center portion of the gauge cluster, there's a few different menus you can scroll through. So you got like the column screen, you can see fuel economy. Again, this hasn't been driven, so fuel economy is not accurate. And then notice you can see like the off-road status, which is pretty cool. And and then like tire pressure, all that fun stuff. So yeah, pretty configurable from a screen perspective. Now, for the Black Diamond, we've got normal, eco, sport, slippery, mud ruts, sand, and then a rock crawl from a drive mode perspective. Different Bronco packages have different drive modes, so there you go. Now we have the front and rear lockers, we have the trail turn assist, we've got the stability control, and then we have the hazard lights. We don't have the stabilizer bar disconnect with this package, so it is a little bit of a sad thing, but if you're never going to use it, who cares? Now we do have the smaller infotainment system. First off, we pop in reverse. We've got a backup camera with trajectory lines that turns with the steering wheel, and then we got the zoom function as well. And then if we go from that to the rest of the infotainment system, first off, response time with the screen is great. You guys can see pressing everything happens pretty much right away, which is definitely solid. Got navigation built in as well. If you guys are wondering where the Ford store in Provo is, right there. But yeah, other than that, that's the infotainment system. Down below, we've got our analog controls here for the radio. Climate controls, does have dual zone climate, has heated seats for the front, which is definitely a nice luxury feature to have. Got the storage space here in the front, and we have our little Ford logo. And then you guys can see the shifter for that 10-speed automatic. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a manual shift function here on the side. You got the M mode right there. We have our drive mode select, which is the GOAT mode select with the Broncos. This has 2-wheel high, 4-wheel low, 4-wheel high, and then 4-wheel auto. You guys can see it's got the off-road cruise control there in the center. Window controls are here in the center, and then the mirror adjustment is as well. And then you guys can see here with the center console, that whole setup. Got nice padding here on the top, and then normal Bronco glove box. And then you guys can see, again, with another Bronco logo right there. And the grab handle there for the passenger side. Now, bear with me for a second, but you guys can see we have 6 auxiliary switches. That is 2 more than the Wrangler has, just saying. So definitely big plus. And then with the soft top, you guys can kind of see some of the, well, it's hard to see the latches here at the top to help pull this back. This is easier to get off than the hard top, but you do get a noisier ride when you're on the highway especially, so this is a little bit less daily drivable compared to a hard top from a noise perspective, I suppose. And there you go. Well, it's nighttime, there's tons of glare, so window sticker is kind of hard to see. The camera doesn't want to focus, but anyways, 2022 Black Diamond, and with the Sasquatch package. After all options that we went over in today's video, this has a sticker price of $50,565. And I guess I just want to put in a little bit of opinion quickly in today's video. So first off, I think this looks great. Again, Sasquatch package just looks fantastic no matter what Bronco it is. I feel like this package, though, I will say this, is like the perfect mall crawler package. This would be a great off-roader. I'm not saying this is not capable off-road, but hear me out. This has all the stuff that you need from a daily driver perspective. Heated seats. It's got an infotainment system that's easy to use. And it has the cool aesthetics. But this doesn't have the same big sticker price that you have with like the first edition when that came out. And then, you know, with the loaded up Badlands. Loaded up Badlands is over $60,000. And so with this package, again, you get the cool looks, you get the daily drivability, you have a nice infotainment system, you've got a nice interior, and you're spending like over 10 grand less than, you know, the more hardcore off-road packages with the Bronco, with the bigger infotainment system and all that fun stuff. And so I think this is just a great value, and I think it's a great mall crawler package, but it again would do fantastic off-road as well. That's going to sum things up for our video on this 2022 Ford Bronco Black Diamond. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Ford here in Provo for giving me some time with this Bronco. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see you guys.